okay. Your health is the most important aspect that you have. If you don't have your health, you can't do anything. Your health should be your number one priority. I'm still adjusting to the fact that the actual camera records in opposite to where I'm at, so I should move over. There we go. Your health is your number one priority. Because if you don't have your health, you can do nothing else. If your car doesn't drive, you're not going anywhere. Doesn't matter what you have on your agenda, what you have in your aspirations, whom you have in your life. You can't be there for them the way that you wish to be if you're ill. Now, a lot of health begins in your mind. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. How is health tied to happiness? For one, stress is a major detriment to all of your body systems. If you're unhappy, in a chronic state of stress, depression, anxiety, the toll it takes on your immune system, your central nervous system, it is a toxin. Stress is a toxin. It releases endorphins, hormones, things that take a major toll on our body because we're meant to have these short bursts of stress in the Amazon running away from things that want to eat us. We're not supposed to live in that condition. That takes a major toll on our body. It ages us, ages every organ in our body. It's detrimental to our health, not just our mental health, but our physical health. So, just on a basic existing spectrum, if you are unhappy and chronically stressed, you're taking a toll on your health. If you're happy, you're more inclined to take care of yourself. You're more inclined to make wise and healthy choices, to take care of yourself before something goes wrong. You're more inclined to exercise, to eat well, to not pick up unhealthy habits to cope with negative emotions, such as drinking and smoking and drugs and other things that could affect you in the health range indefinitely. And to adopt healthy choices because you love your life. You look forward to being here. You're in a headspace where you're not going to be as impulsive in your decisions. And you're going to want to protect your life and protect your health so you can be here as long as possible to endeavor, excuse me, in this life with those you love, doing the things that you love, contributing what you're supposed to contribute to this planet. So, happiness is key to health. Achieving a state of peace and inner peace, contentment, joy, gratitude, brings your body to an equilibrium where you can think straight. It takes away the toxic toll of having constant adrenaline running in your system. And it also makes you in a mind space where you are more inclined to take preventative and appropriate steps. You have the energy, the motivation, you have your why because you want to be alive and live this life that you love. You want to be there for those that you love. You want to serve in the way that you love serving. You want to be creative in the way that you love being creative. You want to exist as long as possible. And you have the energy because of being joyful and the motivation and the drive to do those things that you desire. And you're not inclined to make impulsive, negative decisions. Some things in life, some health consequences are not of our own doing. They're not brought about by the taxation of stress on the body. They're not brought about by the cumulative effects of poor self-care from not being in a good place or a good enough place to put yourself and your health as a priority. Some things just happen. Sometimes life just happens. There are genetic conditions, there are all sorts of conditions that are no one's fault, no thing's fault. However, if you are in a state of happiness, predominantly happy, predominantly in inner peace, you can cope better with arthritis, with diabetes, with immune system disorders, with lupus, with sarcoidosis, with whatever your is, you're going to be able to cope much better with it. If there's anything that you can do to take the best possible care of yourself, again, just as a healthy, normal person without a condition is going to take preventative measures and take good care of themselves when they're coming from a happy place. If you have a condition, you're going to take better care of it if you're coming from a happy, healthy, mental space, emotional space, a love of life, a gratitude for life. You're going to take the best possible care of yourself and keep up on that condition. Plus, you will be able to endure and cope through that condition better by being aware of things such as the many other ways that you are blessed in your life, the many other things that you are happy to have in your life and happy to get to experience in your life. By not being in a place of being a victim, that there are numerous other people on the planet who have these conditions. You're not alone. By having some sort of spirituality to fall back on, some sort of inner faith and hope. That's why placebo effect works. Prayer works. If you believe in God, like I do, it's prayer works. If you don't, placebo works. Mind frame works. If someone were to ask a doctor who is going to do an operation that's risky which patient they prefer to work on, the one that believes they're going to survive, it's not a big deal, or the one that's terrified, thinks that they're going to die and that they're not going to make it. It's going to be the first one, because those are the people who are more likely to make it, because they believe that they will. There is a power to positivity when it comes to your health, to coping with grace, to having the endurance to endure the pain that comes with a chronic condition, to self-care for chronic conditions, to making the movements and the progress for prevention, to learning, to taking the time and effort to educate yourself about what is or isn't healthy. It comes from a love of life and a love of self. So happiness is intimately tied with your capacity to attain, sustain your health. And your health is intimately tied to your capacity to attain and sustain happiness. Because we all know how much easier it is to be joyful, to be grateful, to be on top of things, to be there, ready, willing, able, grateful, when we feel okay physically. When you feel as best as you're able to feel. And when you feel hopeless and helpless, and like something is out of your control, you're more likely to just let it go. That's why when people who are terminally ill say, I'm ready, I don't want to do this anymore, they go. They go on to the next place. because they decided they're not willing to fight anymore. And that's okay. Happiness and health are intimately tied. Your happiness drives your health decisions and your energy and motivation to make appropriate health decisions because you value your life, because you're happy, you love your life, and you have the energy to make those choices. And if you have conditions that just are, it enables you to endure them with grace and have the best care, best life possible given the situation. You may even be an inspiration to other people in your position, and people not in your position look up to you and think, if that person can be that joyful with what they have to endure, there's no reason why I can't sit here and put a smile on my face. Happiness and health are very, very intertwined. Even to the simple fact of what you focus on in a day. If you focus on, I'm sleepy, I'm sore, I don't feel well, I ache, those pains and those sensations are amplified. If you focus on other things, I feel great, you can actually reduce the pain sensations. You can feel more awake. You can, it's an amazing mind-body connection. That's why yoga works. Mind-body connection. Love you guys. Love your life. Value your health. Prevention is better than a cure. Stay happy as much as you can. It's toxic not to. Through and through, it's toxic not to. And if you're out there with a condition, I applaud you for every day you wake up with a smile on your face. You're teaching the rest of us how to approach life with grace. Love you guys. Bye, YouTube. That thing. Yeah.